Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once.
A monitoring spirit can be your mom, your dad, your sibling, your brother, your friend, your best friend, your colleague, your boss. Anyone can be a monitoring spirit, okay? So you just have to be careful with what you say and who you say to. As a matter of fact, don't even say anything to anyone. Keep your plans to yourself. Keep your achievements to yourself, because you don't know who's watching. You don't know who's envious of you. You don't know who's jealous of you. You don't know who doesn't want you to succeed. You literally don't know anything, right? So before we get into this video, I just want to share a bit of a story time with you guys from a story that I actually heard from TikTok from another guy who happened to share a story about his friend, right? So let's get right into this story. So now this guy was saying that his friend used to be someone who actually never liked talking about his business to people, you know, things like that. But suddenly he relocated or moved to another area. So there he had no friends, he had no one, he just had his wife and kids, you know. So one day there was this neighbor of his. They started talking. They started by greeting each other, you know, things like that. Hey, how are you? I'm okay. How's your day going? No, it's fine. Things like that, guys. And then that's when their relationship actually formed, or friendship formed, right? So now this guy, every time when he has an idea to start maybe a business or something, he would just sit outside and brainstorm ideas and things like that. And then this guy, the neighbor, would actually come out and check on him and ask him how is he doing and things like that. And then this guy, I'll just call the other guy neighbor, and then I'll just call the other guy neighbor, and then this one will just call him guy. So now guy used to just sit outside and just brainstorm his ideas to start his business and things like that. And then the neighbor would just come and ask him, how are you doing today? What are you doing? What are you thinking about? And then this guy would just spill everything to the neighbor. Do you understand? So he'd just tell the neighbor everything. So now the neighbor would just advise him as if he's happy for him and things like that. He would just give him good advices just to get him closer, just to make him to tell him everything that's going on in his life. Do you understand? So now this guy would tell this neighbor everything, like literally everything, because now this guy felt like this neighbor is his safe space, you know. They can literally talk about anything because they are guys, you know, they're just open. So one day this guy was supposed to go to an interview, a job interview, because now he was unemployed, right? He was supposed to go to a job interview. So when he got to that job interview, obviously you sit with other people and then they take your CVs and things like that. So after submitting his own CV, the guy would just sit there, and then while he was sitting on the waiting line or whatever, he literally got a phone call. That phone call is from the neighbor. So the neighbor was calling this guy and asking him, where are you? I didn't see you today, things like that. So guy would just tell him, I'm in this job interview, things like that. And then they started talking and talking and talking. This guy went out from the waiting room. He went outside and then he started talking loudly, and there was a sign that was saying, don't talk, don't make noise. So this guy was making noise because now he's on the phone, he's busy venting about this company and how they are making them wait and things like that, blah blah blah, just venting. So this guy, as he was busy talking on his phone, He actually passed the smoking area and went to where they said they put a sign that no smoking, no drinking, no eating. So he stood there and then he took out his cigarettes and started smoking because now he's mad and now he's busy on the phone with this neighbor. Do you understand? So as he was busy shouting and venting about this company that he's in, he's busy smoking. So now the CEO of the company went out. He went to the smoking area. So as he was going to the smoking area, he took out his cigarette and started smoking. As he was busy smoking, he looked the other side and saw that guy that was busy making noise. Ngapha, he's standing in the no smoking zone. Ngapha, he's making noise, and there's a sign that says don't make noise, you know, things like that. Ngapha is talking trash about the company that is supposed to hire him, you know. So this neighbor is actually making sure with this guy he doesn't even get this job, you know. So he went back inside because now he's done venting. He went back inside, and then this white guy, the CEO, came in. Sorry, and then he asked the receptionist that what's the name of this guy, and then they took his CV and wrote we are not hiring, things like that. And then they took the other two guys. So he lost a job like that, right? He went back home, and then the neighbor asked him what happened, and then he told him everything. Still, he applied on another job. He went there for an interview. Before going there, now the neighbor was standing outside, and the neighbor asked him, where are you going? And then he told him that I'm going to this interview. He went there, and after taking like 3 people, he got rejected. He wasn't taken. He didn't get the job. The third time he went to this other interview again, the neighbor started calling and calling and calling. As he was about to submit his own CV to the lady that was in the reception, he went there and submitted his CV after the phone call with the neighbor. So when the lady was taking his CV, I think the lady has a spiritual gift or something like that. So the lady told him that you have this dark cloud over you, you know, things like that. Please be careful of who you're telling your news to or whatever, your plans and whatever, because that person doesn't want anything good for you. That person, ukambela pambi, like that person has a very stiff heart, has a very hard heart towards you. He doesn't want you to succeed, and he knows everything about you because you go and tell him everything. Like you tell him everything about you. So please be careful and stop telling people your news and things like this and this and that. And then the guy was so shook. He submitted his CV and he literally got the job. But he learned his lesson. He learned his lesson to keep quiet and not tell people your plans. He stopped telling people his plans. He stopped talking to that neighbor. Like literally, he literally stopped everything. So that was the lesson that I also learned, because I have also witnessed for myself, because I've been looking for places to relocate to. And every time when I say, I'm sorry guys for the noise, the kids are outside and whatever. Every time when I tell people, my family members, that I really want to relocate to this place, things like that, I'll just lose that place. And that actually happened 3 times. 3 times I lost all the places that I wanted to go to, because now it's because of my big mouth. I started talking and saying things, and without even realizing that I'm putting my news out there, you know, because I don't even know who is a monitoring spirit. So that's the lesson I also learned. So I'm making this video so that you can also learn the same lesson that we are all learning, to keep quiet, because no one is going to be happy. Okay, let me not say no one. Not everyone is going to be happy for you, for your progress, for your achievement, you know, for things like that. Sometimes you just have to keep things between you and God. because God literally cares about you. God is vouching for you. God wants you to win, you know. So just keep things to yourself and just give yourself a test, man. Just test yourself out. Give yourself a challenge, nyana. If you don't say anything to anyone, what's going to happen? Literally, what's going to happen? Are you going to achieve that thing even when you said nothing to anyone, or are you just going to not achieve anything? Just test yourself out. Test it out and see what happens, because I know 99.5% of the time, when you start telling your business, your news, your plans, your everything to people, everything just goes south, guys. Everything literally goes south. So yeah, guys, that's the video for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed it too. Please make sure that you comment down below and tell me your experience, and also don't forget to click that subscribe button. Give this video a huge thumbs up so that this video can reach a lot of people, and also click that notification bell for you to get notified whenever I upload a video. Okay, that's all from me, your girl, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.